What is going on, guys? Sid here with another FIFA 21 video, and we are jumping straight into this RTG match. Okay, so guys, we're in a classic match because guess what? There's been a big shift in my team, and you're not actually going to get to see what my team is until we start the match. Kind of odd, right? Seems kind of weird to, not show you guys like the squad screen before jumping in, but guys, I had to stop and start the recording so many times today that it wasn't even funny. But guys, guess what? Guess who is now in the team? Okay, so first of all, okay, you can see it right on the screen. I just gave it away. Like, if you were looking carefully, you saw we'll pass right to him again. Valverde, in form. Valverde is now one of my center mids. Okay, so here was the transition, okay, to getting Valverde, inform Valverde. Okay, so originally my plan was for this week, right, was to upgrade to the 89 Eden Hazard, right? Guys, my weekend league was absolutely destroyed. Like, my weekend league rewards, absolute trash. Nothing short of trash. I think my player picks were like IU and some other dude, some 82 rated right back. I don't even know who. I don't know, man. I don't know these guys. You're gonna see it on the screen a little later because I'm doing this recording after the match took place. I'm doing the commentary after I did the match. So yeah, guys, this wasn't a fun week to open up packs because I did the Como Ball, Libertadores, the Sudamericana leagues. Got nothing after grinding those, those leagues. I did some of the League On packs. I think I only did like 2, but I did the 2 big ones. Nothing. I did some of the UEFA Champions League ones. Nothing. I did milestone objectives on Sunday. Nothing. Right? I opened up so many packs, out of my own, out of investing my own time in the game. And, I put no money in the game. It's just hard work when I could, if you guys know what's been going on in my family, you know how difficult it is to even get matches in. But as soon as I was in the right headspace today, I automatically went into as many matches as I possibly could. But yesterday was the day that my mother was home for like the first day, so I spent most of the day with her. But when I did get to play, servers just weren't agreeing with me. I guess whoever I was connecting to, probably way further away from me. Who knows the deal. Like, it's definitely not like in the beginning of the season when I was pinging like 10 milliseconds, 12, 13, 14, 15. Yeah, in that range. Now it's like 30. 30 is the minimum, and the maximum is like like 68. It seems like it fluctuates to that level, so it's not fun. I went from 5-bar connections to now, like, you're lucky if you get one that fluctuates from 5 to 4. Right, so when I do, I jump on it. Right, like if I get like a 22 millisecond match, like, I jump on the match, and that's what you're gonna see here. I went into a classic match, 4-0, tried out Valverde in a warm-up run. It's a friendly, so it's not going to count as an official match, but that was my first match. Had 71% possession with Valverde in the squad. So here you're going to see what the squad is right now, because I wanted to put that warm-up in there because there was one major change that led to a whole shift in my whole team, right? So Sunday, if you're looking at the screen, you see what the squad looks like now. What you're not seeing was the fact that I was running where Valverde is. I was running Kevin De Bruyne. I said, let me give him another chance, right? But because he does add like an attacking feel to like the midfield, so I was like really thinking about it. I was really considering using him, and I still am, right? But where Paul Scholes is, right? But I think like for me, like when I ran this formation 2 FIFAs ago, it's the same thing, right? Like you need center mids with high interception rates, you know? Like you need great interception stats, you need good defensive stats, you need to be able to shut down their midfield, because you're only running 3 central midfielders in the midfield, right? So yeah, you need people that'll shut them down, intercept the ball, be aggressive, and stuff like that. So Valverde, actually, I played 2, like in total so far. You're going to see the second match now. So I played 2 matches with him in total. And I was like, okay, I'm not getting into another classic match because the guy quit. So I'm like, okay, you know what? Let's jump into a rivals match. So that's what you're going to end up seeing. I go into Division 2 rivals, and I was, yeah, as you can see, if you're looking at the connection, that's what I'm averaging. I'm averaging like 4-bar connections, which is not good. It's just not good. But I was so excited to bring you guys this video because if you notice the squad change from the last FIFA to this FIFA, you'll see that the informed Courtois is no longer there. I sold the informed Courtois, even though that's my favorite goalie in the game, right? Informed Courtois is absolutely beast. This guy has like a really good front line, and his back line is like halfway decent. So anyone in Division 2, Division 1, you know, those divisions, like you come across only like division. I'm only coming across D1 players. Like majority of the people I'm coming across in draft are D1 players, right? So like, yeah, in like Division 2, which I've been firmly in from the start of FIFA, you know, I was trying De Bruyne, got into some horrible matches this morning, and actually I got into good matches this morning, and my skill rating went up, and then I got into 2 matches before this with Kevin De Bruyne, and yeah, I dropped my skill rating, so I was in the relegation zone. So this match that you're going to see me play, I was actually reluctant to play the match, right? So I was being extra careful with my passes and this and that, but I really wanted to try out the Valverde, right? Just to know, like, what I'm getting myself into with this card when it comes to, you know, in this team, in this formation, when it comes to Weekend League, which is very soon approaching. There you see my opponent scores 1-0 on me. So yeah, guys, as you can see, the Alisson, that card I pulled, he's untradeable. So I was like, okay, you know what? Let me pull back Kyle Walker, get some use out of Kyle Walker. Even though his composure is low, he does kind of make up for it with the pace. So I was like, all right, let me like shift my coins around because I want to stay like a little liquid. And yeah, it was one of those things where, you know, I shifted my coins around, and I had like 400, like approximately like 400k, and then I bought De Bruyne for like around 200, and then I had 200 firm, right? And that was like before my weekend league rewards. So weekend league rewards, the only thing I pulled was like a Sergio Busquets untradeable, and then everything else was just trash. I think like a walkout Jordan Henderson, which goes for 15k, and a Milinkovic Savic. That's it for 7.5k. That's it from my tradable tradable rewards. The Henderson and the Milinkovic Savic were the only 2 good cards. Everything else was either untradeable or just trash. And marquee matchups, I thought I could make up for it in marquee matchups. I didn't. So guys, what ended up happening was that I think I only made like 50k this week, right? When everything was said and done, like 50 to 60k. And then after I sold De Bruyne, it got taxed, so I lost money, you know, I lost coins doing that. So it's just one of those things where I have to be very sure how the Valverde is going to play, right? And in game, like in the first game, I mean, I'm coming against like the team wasn't as sharp or strong, but this team, like this guy obviously knows how to play because you're in a rivals match, so you gotta, you know, you're getting a good idea of how he would play in the midfield, right? Because De Bruyne is still the better card in certain respects, but then when it comes down to the defensive abilities, the ability to shut down opponents and stuff like that, Valverde is definitely, you know, it'll inch in those respects, and that's what I need. If you're running Kevin De Bruyne in his natural position, which is a cam, he'll probably work wonders for you, but that's not what I needed, right? So there you see, I go 2-1, and as soon as, like, right after this goal, that's when I think, what ends up happening? Oh yeah, that's right. It starts, the connection starts going wonky on me. So we're 2-1, and my opponent knows what he's doing. But I think like the timing of all the inputs, that's when it starts going wonky for the first time in the match. In the last match there was no errors, and the guy just like gave up. But this one definitely started feeling less comfortable in the back line, not the midfield, in the back line. Yeah, so Hazard should have put that away. I should have cut inside, finessed it, and then I tried to do something here, and you're gonna see what happens. Yeah, you see that ball just go out. That little like delayed like pass, and then it passes like in the opposite direction, like when you're trying to move. That happened, and right here you're just gonna see like, I'm trying to time everything, and it's just not going. But there you see Valverde with the interception, right? So I've got a shadow chem style with him, that I'm running on the card, and that guy really does work in the midfield. And I think by the end of towards like the 80th minute in this match, because he's high, right? By the 80th minute, this dude, he was dead, right? He was in the red. So even though his stamina, like in his physical attributes, says it's like I think it's like in the 80s, right? I can't remember the exact number right now off the top of my head, but his stamina seemed good on paper, but then in game, because it's a high card, he's just like really. So anyway, I think this one, Oblak blocks it, and that was just one of those things where I should have just blasted it or ripped it in. Should have been like 3-1 or 4-1 really at this point, but just little things. I think right here the connection's still a little messed up. Valverde has the ball, and he's like tripping opponents with the ball on his feet. So weird, but really beast card in the game. It shows up as a beast card. It plays like a beast card in the midfield for this stage of FIFA. De Bruyne was like still going. Yeah, that goal, that was a what the hell kind of goal. My defense just like broke apart. Like, I don't know what happened there. It was just some like weirdness going on. I have no clue what that was about. So he tied it up 2-2. But when it comes to Valverde, right? He's a monster. He's a monster in the midfield. Like, you can tell. Like, because this guy's trying his hardest right now, right? And anytime Valverde gets anywhere close to the person with the ball, he instantly takes the ball. So he just like, he feels like he's worth the coins. He really does. Like, that's my initial impression, because remember, this is only the second match, right? If we're counting the rage quit in the classic match. This is my first division rivals Division 2 match with Valverde going into weekend league. But guys, this weekend I think I'm going to be in the hospital a lot. Even though she's home, she has a whole bunch of appointments and stuff. So it's just going to be one of those things where I may miss out on Friday. I may miss out on Saturday as well. I don't know what will happen in the next couple of days. So I'm kind of like wondering, should I redeem my injury or just hold on to the points? That's what I'm thinking right now. But with that being said, right, I'm trying my best to just like contain right now, because just take care of my, just try to keep possession of the ball and stuff like that. But here you're gonna see me try to make a break, and I forgot what happens here. Oh yeah, I tried to do the fake shot and cut inside, and he shut me down. Again, I could have blasted it or crossed it or whatever, but 2-2, and I think at this point I was like, huh, I was like questioning what's really going on. I don't think that Eto goal should have happened, right? But like for some reason my whole defensive back line kind of just like I don't know. They just started messing up in the back. Just randomly just started messing up. Like I have to look at that closely. Like I have to examine what happened there closely. But in game while that was going on, I was just like, what just happened there? What just happened? It all just got really stupid really fast. So I was like taken aback by it. So anyway, he's taking his sweet time, like, you know, because of how that was. I should have really been up by 2 more goals. So that's on me. Probably nerves, probably input, a little bit of combination of both, whatever. But Valverde, there's like, you know what to expect with the card, believe it or not. You just like I know what I'm gonna get. Like, he feels like with the shadow cam style, he feels like he's just ready to take someone's head off the minute they have the ball, right? So that's what I kind of want in the midfield, right? I need like 3 of those. De Jong kind of does it. De Jong kind of has that taken care of. But like, you know, I think the defensive stats on the Valverde is a little better, and Valverde is a little pacier. But yeah, since they're both 85s, right? So, and De Jong has like the skill moves over Valverde and the composure, but you know, like they're different. They're different cards. They're different cards, but they're very, very, you know, like you know what you're gonna get with the cards, which is really cool. And there you see me with a pass to Hazard, from Hazard to Valverde, and he scores in his debut, right? So I scored with the dude. Really, really, really dope. You know, especially in divisions, to just score with Valverde. Really dope. I'm really happy about it. And if you look at everyone else's stamina compared to Valverde. Valverde is like a complete workhorse in the midfield. And yeah. So we're 3-2. I think we're ready to start back the match.
Well, here's the replay.
And
He's done really well to
that's really cool. Running
him
him with a shadow, and he's like the paciest midfielder, you know, actual midfielder that I've got in this squad, and it's so dope. So yeah, I was thinking between like Valverde or Varane, right? And Varane's a little bit pricier, right? So I'm like thinking maybe trade De Jong in and use Varane or with Scholes, because I like Scholes. I'm used to how Scholes plays. Like, he has this kind of like attacking ability that's just naturally there. Like, he'll switch on and then he's like good for like a goal or 2 in game. Like sometimes, like majority of the time, like attack. Like in terms of like an attack-minded center midfielder, he's really good. Scholes is really, really good, and he was a bargain too when I got him. So like I'm like thinking like, what's the next level? The next level up would be Gerrard, right? But in terms of icons, Varane or Gerrard. But I kind of wanted to play like where De Jong is and play with Varane. We can always do that, but the priority has been to Eden Hazard, right? And like I was just like, you know what? I gotta add at least 1 new player to the team, you know, for the week. And I was running with Kevin De Bruyne, and he's good, but he doesn't intercept as much. He's kind of like, you know, his interceptions, his abilities are just naturally just not there, even with the shadow chem style. And kind of lets the card down a little in a central midfield position. Just the defensive end of the card, because you're considering both attacking and defending when you're in the central midfield role, right? So you need like a lot of well-roundedness. So yeah, De Bruyne, you can always go back in. I feel like De Bruyne could go back in, Varane could go back in. No, I mean go in. We could probably see Gerrard. Here you see De Jong with an absolute rip of a shot out of nowhere, and his shooting ability on paper is just not there. So that I was just so happy for. Oh man, what an intense back and forth match, you know? And it's 3-4 right now. And Valverde scored and De Jong scored. So my midfield is putting in work, defensively and attack-minded. Right now, my attacking and the attacking ability of the team is kind of like letting me down, which is kind of weird. But once more, like I said, there's not a lot of delay, but there's enough delay that a lot of things are being rushed, and it's like rush play, and you're kind of like timing super fast. So, like, you know, like you're timing ahead of time, and like you're anticipating where your players are going to move, and you're timing like a couple milliseconds above. But yeah, that I should have put away, but you know, Inaki Williams just wasn't showing up. So look at Valverde. Valverde his goose is cooked. 75th minute, and his stamina is all the way down. So this is really my initial impressions of the informed Valverde. And I could have always like picked him up. Like I could have picked him up you know, a little while back. But I said to myself, you know what, is he worth it? You know, I was like questioning, is he worth it? Right? And I think I answered that question kind of like in a fast manner. He feels like he will be worth it. He feels dangerous, you know. And Zambrotta's like acceleration's a little on the low end for a left back. It's not too low actually, but it's just a little low. It's an 85, right? I believe, but in game it doesn't feel like that. For some reason. And with the shadow, it goes up, right? So it doesn't feel. I think it's an 85. Let me just make sure. I don't want to give you guys wrong information, but at the same time, yeah, I'm pretty sure what sticks out with the Zambrotta card is the agility and the low acceleration. The negatives that stick out. But the card itself is a beast card. It's a really good card to play with. So you know, it's a give and take with any card. But look, Valverde stamina definitely his goose is cooked. His goose is cooked after the 70th minute, and now towards the end you can't really keep him on. So it's the 83rd minute. I subbed him out, put on Sabitzer, and yeah, he's really good. So yeah, I was right. So yeah, the pace on the Zambrotta card, 85, and with the shadow cam style I've got running on the card, I think it's straight 95. Should be. Yeah, it's a 95. And even 95 feels slow. When you're like, because he's high medium, and you know, he moves forward even if you have to stay back while attacking and stuff like that. So, and you're like coming up against like wingers, like super pacey wingers and strikers, and you know, you feel it. You definitely feel it. So with Valverde there, right, in that area, it kind of like compensates for the low pace and like the low, you know, it kind of gives a little bit more wiggle room. Like you can get away with a little bit more in terms of like the pace, on the pace end of things. So yeah, look at this, man. Look at that miss. That should have been a goal, and it would. I should have been up like 3 goals at this point, but it ends 4-3, and it was a tough match. Like all division rivals matches are tough, like but this one was it was a good match to play with. I felt happy to play with. I felt comfortable playing with Valverde. Inaki Williams gets the ball, but yeah, Valverde definitely super strong. And played 2 matches with him. The first match, rage quit. He stripped the ball every single time. Right, so that's what you can expect from the card. Right, just strip with the shadow chem style. He'll just strip that ball, and in the midfield. So it takes the burden and it takes the pressure off the back line, which is what you want. And he scored a goal. So 27 tackles. 27 tackles. So yeah, I still don't like defending in this game. I think defending has taken a step back for some reason. But yeah, yeah, this skill rating was a little low, but mine's low right now too, because I just took 2 L's in a row. But yeah, after every single L, I feel like that's my first W, right? My first real W in Rivals. So now I've got 180,000 coins to play around with, and yeah, that's not a bad thing. That's not a bad thing. But it should have been way more. And I'm gonna show you what the player picks are right now, so you guys can laugh at how bad this week was. What on earth? I gotta change it to acquire date here. What on earth? IU and Kufal. What on earth is that? That is just so laughable. It's not even funny. But guys, we're coming to the end of the video. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed the video. Not really the stream. Hope you guys enjoyed it. You know, the RTG. This has been another episode. It's been Sid. Peace. Love. All the good things. Peace.